Hello, I'm Kristen Lee. I just got to my hotel. Daniel just dropped me off from driving 6 hours from Maryland, and it's a nice hotel, so I'm gonna show you around. I did get a 2-bedroom suite, and this hotel has been newly renovated, so everything's new. But originally I had planned to bring Nana home with me, and I figured it would be a nice break to have her come to the hotel, relax, and then get on the plane and travel. Plus, it gives me somewhere for people to come see me because I was only going to have the one day. So that was my plan. Things have changed, but I'm glad I didn't change this part of my plan. So this is what we got. All right. We're walking through the foyer, the Potter. My stand shower. And then I got a kitchen. This is the 2nd bedroom. I hadn't gone around that corner yet. Nice TV. A little sitting area. Closet that I haven't checked. Extra linens. The lockbox. And then I think that even pulls out if I wanted it to, but I'm not sure. And then master bedroom, the TV, a jacuzzi tub, and a closet that I think is about the same size as my room. I mean, that's pretty nice. So, overall, not a bad deal, not bad. So, I'm gonna eat some food. We got some Taco Bell, and see who's available and who's free, and go from there. Also, I have that credit card, so I got a snack bag. I got water. I got a fortune cookie. Oops. Dum-Dums? What are they trying to say? And Doritos. Not bad. Cute touch. I wasn't expecting to get it. And we're back. Am I any more prepared than I was when I said on Sunday that I wasn't going to do anything until this week so I had time to film? Nope. No, I'm not. So, yeah, get me like you get me. So that was the end of the trip. My flights back were fantastic. Like, they were right on time. Where was my stop? I think I only had one stop, and that was in Nashville. And, it was nice. It was a nice airport, and I like the fact that they, where we got off was the same place where I was going to catch, literally the same gate that I was going to catch my next flight. So I was like, that's awesome. Some not key things, but like some of my favorite things that happened that weekend. So remember I was dressed up as a bee for Blind Melon? Well, the other thing that worked in my favor is if you went and got a recycling bag and you collected aluminum cans or aluminum cups and filled the bag, you got this really cool shirt. And then, I mean, and it's for free. It's just your time. So that's what I was doing during Marcy's Playground and some other ones. I had a reaction to something in the pet store. Anyway, so that's what I got for volunteering. Danielle had done it last year. And I think her shirt was yellow. And it was a pretty cool shirt last year too. So everybody chipped in and got their own shirt. And it was easy for us because people would see us with the bees. They're like, save the bees, and they would give us recycling. I got a hat the first day because it was sunny and hot. And the only band stuff I got was I got Dad and I the same Green Day shirt, which this is going to be loved as a night shirt. And then I got this Fall Out Boy bag, but I don't know what this is from. So I don't know how I feel. Like, it's not bad. I think it's a Lyric, but I don't know. But I thought it was cool that they had a bag, because I'm always in need of bags. And then it's got like a pocket. And it's pretty spacious. So, I don't know. I saw the tie-dye and I saw this and I was like, yes, I want that. And then I saw the back and I was like, what does that mean? So, those are the things I got. I did pick up, so there was a haunted house on the boardwalk. I didn't go on the ride because I didn't think we had time. And we had just started collecting cans. Danielle and I started together. We didn't end up together, but we started together. And I found, I think it was across the way from the Ripley store. And they had some really cool stuff at the Ripley store. I ended up getting Little Bro. They have, my God, what's the name of the seagull? Anyway, the thing at Ocean City Boardwalk is the seagulls are just always diving for something. And one of the places that you'll see them is at this fry place. And they just dive for French fries. So they had this a seagull with a magnet, and you can put it on your shoulder, so you have a seagull on your shoulder. And the seagull has a French fry in his mouth. And Little Bro loves it. Like, he'll put it on his shoulder and just walk around the house. So, anyway, the haunted house was really cool. I ended up getting my spooky sibling for the Halloween exchange that I do. I got her something from there. And what else did we do? On the second day, we went and had sushi. It was delicious. Our waiter was fantastic. Yeah, and then everything else I pretty much showed you. Yeah, I didn't do much other than what I showed you. So you're caught up. Would I do it again? It would have to be an epic lineup, just because my body was wrecked when I came home. Just the fact that I did a red eye, got picked up by Danielle in the morning, stayed awake for the entire day. Well, I kind of dozed off until we got to the coffee place. Um, but it was a day, and then the next day was the first day of the concert, and that was a long day. So it caught up with me on the trip on Saturday when it rained and everything. And so the fact that Saturday was a down day worked in my favor. Um, and then the drive back, and then, you know, being in the hotel for 2 days. This was the, I think I already showed it. Yeah, I think I already showed it. It had buffet breakfast. It wasn't bad. I used to go pick up one of my uncles from that hotel because he would only go to that hotel. And my Nana was saying that my grandfather would have loved the breakfast. But she loved the room. She was really sick. I was able to get to see a bunch of friends, which I didn't know whether or not it was going to happen. I missed a few because I usually have a mode of transportation, and I usually drive to people that cannot get to me, and I did not have that this time, so I apologize. I got to see my brother. That was a big thing that I needed to do, so that just filled my heart. And the fact that it was his turn to go on an outing, and they were going pumpkin picking. So he and another resident, we ended up at the grocery store because the place that they were going to closed too early. But it worked out in my favor because I was bringing family up to a certain spot. Because I know I just said I didn't have a car, but I used my grandmother's car towards the end of the day, and then I didn't have a car. So, so if that made sense. But yeah, I got to see my brother. I didn't really plan for dinner. By the time I was hungry, everything was closed. It blew my mind. Like, I think it was like 8, 9 o'clock at night. And I had a hard time finding anything to eat. So I ended up getting some microwave meal from downstairs in the lobby. I had a kitchen. Yeah, and it was tough leaving my grandmother. She had a hard time. She had a really hard time. And like I said, the trip back was really great. So the only complaint that I have is that I was exhausted when I got home. I do miss live music. I don't think there's anything that feeds your soul more than listening to good music and just feeding off of everybody's energy. But yeah, it would have to be an epic lineup. And I was kind of like talking to Danielle, and I was like, okay, you know, next year, what would be an epic lineup? Like, for me, Goo Goo Dolls should be on the bill. Like, we got some of them. I didn't get to see him, but he was there. But yeah, I don't know who I'd want, because there's another tour, and they're going to be in Vegas, and it's called When We Were Young Tour, and the headliners are Avril Lavigne, Blink-182. I'm not sure. But I know that either happened or was coming. And there were a lot of people talking about going out to that. I was like, where do you get the money? Like, what do you do? Because some of them are like in their 20s. And I'm like, do you not have a car now? Like, what do you do for a living? When I was in my 20s, I was struggle bussing. I mean, I'm still kind of struggle bussing, but I can do things now. But at 20, no. God. We were excited if we had a party and we had food, like, and it wasn't just like cold pizza, it was actual food. So yeah, that was my trip. It was an experience. Oh, that was the other thing. So my friend, hold on, that's not part of it. Oh, before I get to my cool cup, the guy was handing out those, so my friend like latched on to our bumblebee antennae. And what else did I get? And then I showed you this. This was our swiper. And then I got Kona stuff. I got a vote thing. My friend that made the cup gave me the Drops of Jupiter bracelet. I got a pin. And then I have like light up stuff, but I don't know where, I think I put it away. But this was the cup that she made for everybody, which was really sweet, and I'm very, very thankful because I got to bring home a very autumn type of cup. I think I only used it once when I was there, though. The time I would wake up for coffee, it was almost time to go sometimes. And what came in clutch was Danielle going grocery shopping and the other ladies bringing excess of stuff. So the fact that we ate before we left and we had food to come home to, that was pretty cool. So that was the trip. Let me know, would you do what I did? Would you? Just for the experience. I asked in the last one what bands you would love to see or who have you seen. And then let me know who you think should be in next year's lineup. I know that they would never go, but Shinedown would totally rock there. Oh my God, they'd be awesome. But hope you're having a great day and a great week. I'll see you in the next one.